Alright, so this is probably going to be my final video of the night. Maybe I'll go for one more. We'll see. Alright, so...
You don't have to have 4 stomachs to enjoy Kawabubble, but
George has kindly brought Nancy these important items that we've just gotten. And now we will unlock...
Looks like I need a key.
...this evidence locker. Okay.
I'd better find a way to listen to this.
Alright, a clue to the computer password and how to get it. And this is simply instructions on how to open this part of the locker.
Alright, my phone!
But for now we can access these things. Lock-picking kit. And keys. And I guess we can't take the dog biscuit. Darn. Okay, so this puzzle. Fairly simple. What you're gonna do is push this one in, the top left, then the bottom, top right, bottom left, bottom right. And there you go.
I'd better see what evidence the police have. They seized gasoline. I need to find out what was really used to start the fire. It looks like the alarm wasn't working at the time of the fire. I need to find out why.
Previously on Are You a Detective?
Andrew Morris?
Alright. This evidence is pinned on Alexei since we found these keys in his store.
Did that. Check. Check.
Okay, now we're gonna enter in the computer password. Alright, so the hint told us that each number can only be in one row and one column. So, for instance, there can't be a 2 and a 3 that's in the same row. That won't work. So...
Got it!
that would be the solution. Okay, we can't really do anything with the computer at this point. I'm just gonna adjust the volume here.
It's locked.
It's a bit too loud for
It's
my
locked.
preference. Alrighty, better. I'm gonna turn off the radio for now, and I'll probably turn it back on at some point. But for now, we're gonna
Check.
turn that off. Alright, find a way to listen to the suspect interviews. That's also simple. Insert the media card that you found in the evidence locker. And listen to all of these tracks. Now, if you listen to every single one of the tracks in its entirety, then you'll get a reward at the end of the game. Or one of the awards that you can win. So I'm gonna let you guys listen to all the tracks and be quiet while that's happening.
Please state your name for the record.
Nancy Drew.
Where...
Sorry, that's a little too soft there.
It's locked. It's locked.
were you when the fire broke out?
I was locked in the room where the fire started.
What were you doing there?
Someone sent me a note telling me to come here.
Was there anything strange about the way the fire was burning?
It started really quickly.
What was the color of the smoke?
Black.
Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary?
There was a snowflake-shaped ice cube on the thermostat.
Did you see anyone else at the scene before emergency crews arrived?
Deirdre Shannon, Alexei Markovic, Tony Scolari, and Brenda Carlton.
Do you believe someone intentionally started the fire? If so, who?
It must have been one of the people at the scene of the fire.
State your name for the record.
Deirdre Shannon.
Where were you during the fire?
On the side lawn.
What were you doing in the area at that time?
I was out jogging.
Did you notice anything strange about the way the fire was burning?
The strangest part was that the building was on fire.
What color smoke did you see?
I don't know. Smoke-colored smoke?
Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary?
Yes. It took a very long time for the fire department to arrive.
Do you really want to start down that path with me, Shannon? Because I don't think you do. Did you see anyone else at the scene before emergency crews arrived?
No, I don't think I did.
Do you believe someone intentionally started the fire? If so, who?
I thought you had that part all figured out.
Please state your name for the record.
Antonia Scolari.
Where were you when the fire broke out?
On the side lawn.
What were you doing there?
Canvassing the area. It's election season, which reminds me. Let's chat when you're done here.
What was the color of the smoke?
Is this a thing I need to know? Well, couldn't really tell. I can tell you that it did not smell great.
Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary?
For an old abandoned town hall, there sure seemed to be a lot of folks hanging around.
Did you see anyone else at the scene before emergency crews arrived?
Yes. Brenda Carlton, Nancy Drew, Alexi, too. And it's not the first time I've seen him creeping around that area.
Did you believe someone intentionally started the fire? If so, who?
Whoever it was is going to pay. I'll see to it personally.
State your name for the record.
Brenda Carlton, Heights 9 reporter.
Where were you when the fire broke out?
I was working that beat, so I was in the neighborhood.
What were you doing there?
Working? I already said that.
Was there anything strange about the way the fire was burning?
I've covered a lot of fires, and they all look different. I wish I could tell you more. The main takeaway here is that thankfully no one was inside at the time.
What was the color of the smoke?
That I know. It was a nice, thick, almost supple gray. It really popped nicely with the light setup I was using. Usually you see thin black strands that are hard to pick up on camera. This was nice. Really looked sharp.
Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary?
Yes. Nancy Drew exited the building while it was burning.
Did you see anyone else at the scene before emergency crews arrived?
Yes, Nancy, of course. The Shannon girl was there. Councilwoman Scolari and Alexi, the owner of the antique store, were there as well.
Do you believe someone intentionally started the fire? Who?
In my line of work, we're not allowed to jump to conclusions. But when Nancy Drew strolls out of a burning building looking guilty, I'd say you've got your answer right there.
State your name for the record.
Alexei Markovic.
Where were you when the fire broke out?
I was out for a walk in the area.
What made you go for a walk?
It was a nice night. Do I need any more of a reason?
Was there anything strange about the way the fire was burning?
Well, the whole thing was strange. That fire shouldn't have taken hold. The sprinkler system should have kicked in and doused it.
What color smoke did you see?
Black.
Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary?
Such as what? The entire event was strange by nature.
Who else did you see at the fire?
I saw some people. I don't know. There was a lot going on. It was hard to focus.
Do you have reason to believe that someone would have started the fire on purpose?
Absolutely not. That building is the heart of this town. There isn't one person in this town cruel or reckless enough to destroy it.
And those are all the suspects and their statements, which took a while to listen to. So now back to some action. We're gonna do some more talking and call Nancy's dad.
Nancy, I just got your message. Are you okay?
I'm in jail, so things could be better.
Still?
Still, they're blaming me for the fire at Town Hall.
That doesn't make any sense. Why would they think you'd have anything to do with something like that? Are they treating you okay?
Well, so far.
I'm dropping everything and I'm coming home. Hang tight. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Dad, you don't need to rush home all the way from Australia. I can take care of this myself. I just need a little help.
Nancy, I've always thought you were very responsible, but this is not something you should try to take on yourself.
I certainly won't turn down help.
That's my girl. I've got a lot of favors to call in, so even though I'm far away right now, I'll be able to help. Right now, I'm going to see if I can't get you out of jail. I'm going to make some calls. Keep me updated.
Will do. Chief McGinnis let me out of the holding cell.
That's great news.
But I can't go home until I find more conclusive proof that it wasn't me who set the fire.
It's a good start. I'm going to keep working to get you out.
And I'm going to keep working on the case.
Nancy, I know I don't have to remind you of this, but be careful. You could land in some serious hot water if you impede the investigation in any way.
I'll be careful, I promise. What exactly is Alexei's story?
He was just like you, a very popular detective. He used to be known as the Magnificent Markovic.
That's him?
Sure is. Or was, I guess.
No fee too small, no case too big? Huh, I guess I always thought those were just stories.
Who knows how true those stories were? It was a long time ago.
I should get going.
Take care.
Okay,
Did that.
Now I think I'm going to switch to Bess. Actually, I'm going to switch to Ned.
Ned, it's Nancy.
Nancy, what's going on? How are you?
All right for now. I'm not going to be able to get out of here until I can prove that I'm not the one who set the fire.
We'll do anything you need to help get you out.
I need a sample from Town Hall to test for accelerants.
Okay, how do I do that?
You'll need to find a clean, all-glass container with a lid. It needs to be small enough to fit into the chromatograph. You're on your own for that, but I bet you can find it if you look around.
All right, check. Then as for the sample?
Try to get a sample as close to the point of origin as possible.
Point of origin?
You know, where the fire started, right near the thermostat.
We'll get it for you, don't worry.
The case report says that the town hall alarm was tampered with. Can you check it out?
Yes, we'll get right on it.
I need you to take over.
Ned, reporting for duty.
Awesome. Well, before we do that, we're going to go talk to Brenda Carlton.
Hello?
Hello.
Will you help us let the town know that Nancy's innocent?
I'm not fully convinced that's true. Plus, that's not how things work.
But she is innocent.
Then why is she in jail?
Because she's been framed.
I've been working the crime beat here for a while, so I can safely say that people claim they've been framed all of the time. So far, not one has been able to prove it.
That's why we need your help.
I do the news, not charity. Plus, this is a good story. A heroine falls from grace. A once grateful town turns its back. The final clue is found. Listen to how good that is. I don't even have to try to make the story interesting.
Aren't you worried about seeing justice done?
No. I'm a reporter. If people cared about seeing justice done, I'd report on it. But they don't, so I don't.
Can you tell me what happened at the fire?
Are you asking me for my statement?
Yes.
I already gave that to the police.
I'd just like to hear it from you. We're asking everyone.
Oh, good luck with that. Now, let's get to brass tacks. What's the real story with Nancy Drew?
She's not guilty.
It's not up to me to decide innocence or guilt. It's up to the public.
Yeah, right.
Where do you think juries come from? The public. Who tells the public what to think? The media.
Were you writing a story about the fire?
Writing? Yes, I was writing a story and broadcasting and webcasting and macro and micro blogging. I own this story.
Are you going to continue reporting on the fire?
If I didn't, I wouldn't be doing my job. The fire is the biggest thing to happen here since Old Man Crowley's will was found.
Good. I need your help. I need to know everything you know.
In my line of work, you have to work for the answers. If you want to talk to me, you're going to have to give me some good info about Nancy.
I don't like the sound of that.
As my dad always used to say, "What are you gonna do, cry about it?" You ready to do this or what?
Sure.
All right, do your worst.
Who would want to see the old town hall burned down?
Don't know, don't care. Has Nancy always been interested in starting fires, or is that a recent development?
Actually, you didn't answer my question.
So, you're reluctant to say. Probably not a recent thing then. Tell me about Nancy's dark side.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about Nancy. Okay, my turn.
Wait, you didn't let me ask a question.
Yes, I did. You asked me what I was talking about, and I said Nancy. Speaking of Nancy, is it true that she's been known to skirt the law when she's on a case?
No.
So then she just flagrantly breaks the law. Good to know.
Stop, that's not what I said. I don't want to be interviewed. I just need to find out what's going on with Nancy.
Okay, all right. I'll put the kid gloves back on. Everyone in this town is so shy. I'd kill for a little verbal sparring now and again. You gotta be primed and ready for the big time. And I get nothing here.
So you're looking to move on in your career?
Yep. Believe it or not, this backwater burg doesn't cut it for me.
You didn't treat us fairly in the articles you wrote.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I change what you said?
No, you took what was said out of context.
It seems that way, but trust me, it's not what happened. It's common for subjects to be nervous and forget what they've said. You can't blame me for that. You'll get better. Anytime you want to practice, let me know. We could talk about Nancy.
What do you think of Nancy?
On the record or off the record?
Just honestly.
So off the record then. I think she's in big trouble and way, way out of her depth.
And on the record?
Well, gosh, she's just another example of what makes this town so special.
Thanks. Bye.
Goodbye.
She kind of annoys me. So that would be the end of this video. See you guys later.